Welcome back to a new episode of You Ain't Got These. How has life been, friends? How are we doing?
Just happy to be here, man.
Man,
Look at you, Lex. Lex just celebrated a birthday, so happy birthday, King. Happy
Hey,
belated.
thank y'all. Another trip around. You
How old are
know,
you now? 50? No, I'm just kidding.
that you would think with the grays in the
Fucking
beard,
with
you
you.
would think I was 50, but
You,
God, God gave me grace to go around the earth one more time, so I'm happy.
I love it. Well,
man.
happy belated. I hope it was a good one.
Thank you so much. We had a good time. You
Nice.
was on vacation too. How was that?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I went to Cabo for the first time. It was
And I.
cool, but I will say that do some research into the resort that you choose, okay? Because we kind of took advice from somebody else, and they didn't even end up going on the trip. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, interesting. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad when the workers there are saying, "Oh yeah, the food here sucks."
Yeah.
They were telling us that. So luckily, obviously, Cabo has great food. We found a bunch of different restaurants out there as well. So it was fun for what it was. I am planning another trip for my best friend's birthday in August. So now I've learned
Hey,
some things and what not to do and all of that. So her trip will be incredible for her. Definitely.
right on, right on.
How's everything with you, G?
I'm chilling. Been home, holding it down. Can't complain. Staying
Nice.
healthy, staying out the way.
As you should, King. I love it. All right.
She's
Love
cheating
it.
with the snaps.
Love it. All right. So let's just go ahead and hop right into a couple things. Your girl won the Kobe What If pack on Undefeated. I don't know how the
Hey,
fuck this shit is happening for me, but I was not prepared to drop $440 today, but I felt like I had to because it was in my email.
Hey, man, you had to do it.
And it was talk about how long ago did the What If pack release?
yeah, that was back in March, maybe.
Yeah, it was definitely a ways away. I got that email today and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then I looked on Twitter and I saw Sneaker Twitter was kind of talking about it, like, hey, undefeated sending out emails about what if packs. And I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I had to cop. And I'm happy
Hey,
now because the Kobe luck is coming to me late.
you got like
It
3
is.
Kobe's right now, God.
3.
You went from 0 to 3.
And you know what's funny? I won the Kobe's on the her resale thing too. So I got the Grinches as well.
That's
That's 3,
right.
right?
That's right.
Yeah, but I got the pack now, so that's 2 pairs. I
Oh,
got
you
the
got
gold
4.
and the Grinch, so that's 4.
Look at
I'm
this
okay.
motherfucker here,
Nice.
bro.
Hey,
God
man.
bless.
I took a lot of L's last year.
Say undefeated is blessing us because remember I won the
Yeah,
Hall
you
of
won them
Fames.
kind of late too, right?
I won it on the second batch of emails, and I went back and forth, but eventually they came through the mail. So me and undefeated were going through it, and I was a Karen on the email thread, but Lex
you
got
made
me
it work.
spooked. Yeah, Lex got me spooked with the whole address situation, but
Nah,
they
but
came
that's
in the
what they
mail.
were saying. Like, I just, I want to make sure you got your shit before, because companies is quick to tell you, nah, we moving on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's why I was
100%.
scared. So, but it worked out. So yeah, undefeated's looking out for us right now. You ain't got these undefeated, man. The collab is working right now.
We fuck with y'all for reals.
Wait,
Thank
wait.
you. Let's talk about the Travis Scott. So obviously, what were they? They were 6s. The tan that just recent released.
Yeah, that wheat colorway.
So the wheat colorway, obviously there was, I'm sure you've seen it all over Instagram and Twitter. If you are a part of the sneaker community, you saw that a pair was sold that had some sort of blood stain. It looked like on the shoe. How do you think something like this even happens? 1, do you really think it's blood? 2, and 3, did they look at this shit? Did they look at the shoe? Do they make sure? That to me is just kind of crazy because I've never really seen anything like that before. Have y'all?
To answer your first question, do I think it's happening? It's a possibility because you got to think in all these factories, they working with heavy machinery, a lot of sharp objects. So one, it's a possibility.
Finger getting cut off and shit.
Be able to cut a body part, arm. You know what I mean? It could happen.
Possible.
And, they could be bleeding because I guarantee they're probably not wearing gloves because they handling,
Yeah.
clothing material.
Right.
What was the second question?
Do you think they are checking these shoes?
Yes. Do I think they're checking these shoes? Hell nah.
They don't.
Hell no.
I just think shit is moving so fast that they just trying to get it together, get it in a box, and they keep it moving. Especially since it was faint. So you could see it, but if your hella shit is moving in front of you, you probably not gonna see that shit. You just trying to get the product out.
It almost looked like someone got cut they saw it landed on the shoe and they were like trying to rub it off.
Right,
like smudge it off real quick, but it still ended up staining.
My initial thought was they were cut. They didn't know. They grabbed the shoe, put it in, and then just kept it moving. Like
that part too.
You know what I'm saying? It just happened. But I tell you, they definitely don't check. I'll never forget when I was at Footaction, we had some shoes, some foam posits came in, and it was the copper ones that were coming out. No, the eggplant ones that were coming out, and he in his box were the pewters, the silver ones that weren't supposed to come out for like 6 months later, but they were in that box with the code for the eggplants, and clearly the wrong shoe in the wrong box. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
like so.
Right.
I know this is a tangent, and before we move on,
that's what we need to talk about.
Can I say R.I.P. to Footaction?
Man,
for closing. Foot Locker's get ready to close all their stores.
Yeah.
Damn.
It hurts.
That's crazy.
Yeah. To my Footaction family, the ones I've worked with, man, it sucks. I have some lifelong friends there. One of my most favorite jobs. Honestly, I got into radio at Footaction. Drew Hef came through. We chopped it up with him, and I was like, man, I can do that. He set me up. We exchanged emails, and that's how I got into my internship with iHeart and all that. Wow. Met you guys through it. So look at that, full circle. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, Footaction, man. Hearing that news sucked. I know people who still work there. The one at Ceremony in Lady City, they still got their lease through 2022. So I know that they're going to be around for a while, and that's one of the most profitable Footactions, like one of the top 5 Footactions in the nation.
Wow.
So they're going to be around for a minute, but I mean, there honestly isn't too many Footactions out there still.
That's literally what I was going to say. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen that many like I once did. Like, I feel like they kind of already started this process without us even knowing, right?
Yeah.
So when Foot Locker bought Footaction, the object was to have a store, because long story short, Foot Locker at the time weren't receiving Jordans because they had burned the bridges with the president of the company, and Jordan they were having beef. So Footaction and Athlete's Foot was around at the time. So Footaction and Athlete's Foot were getting all the Jordans. Foot Locker wasn't getting anything, and Champs wasn't getting them no matter what. So Foot Locker, kind of to dispute the competition, they bought Footaction just so they can kind of get the Jordan account back and kind of say fuck you to Jordan without saying it, but they had already mended the relationship. Right. So
another history fact from Lexx Jones.
You know, I mean, because I was at I was with Foot Locker when we bought Footaction, and I remember them saying, all right, well, we got to get rid of all the stock. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you 70% off whatever's in the stock room, and you could use 20% of your discount on top of that. So we was in there rummaging through the stock room. I think one day I left with like 10 pairs of shoes for like $80. My mom got 10 pairs. Like, it was like something sick. Like, and it was just crazy. You know, it was an error, dog. Footaction, salute. It was crazy.
It was an error.
I came in when Footaction was already purchased by Foot Locker, so I got to experience all of it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Finish Line though, for them and JD Sports are together, right?
Yes. So JD Sports bought Finish Line, and just recently JD Sports reached a deal with Shoe Palace. So now JD Sports, JD Sports owns Finish Line. JD Sports and Shoe Palace reached like an agreement. So they're gonna keep all the stores open. Shoe Palace, Nice Kicks, all of that.
Wow.
So yeah, they're making moves. JD Sports is making moves.
Foot Locker has the kids Foot Locker, Lady Foot Locker, and then they own Champs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
East
I
Bay,
think
all of that.
Yeah, I was like, I think they own East Bay too, and I feel like Dick's Sporting Goods. Maybe, I'm not sure, because I feel like the Dick's Sporting Goods app is kind of similar to like Foot Locker and all that stuff.
Not sure. I can't speak on that one, but
could be. I don't know.
But JD Sports that's more of like a UK based company, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
So they came over here to try to get, stake in them. I guess American stores. I guess.
Right.
Shoe Palace, since they're growing and they're damn near reaching all the way over, starting in California, and they're down in the South, Texas, Florida. So they just trying to slowly but surely
pick up.
Yeah, get their hand and stuff, because I guess Finish Line stores are in I guess the northeast part. I guess Finish Line is all over, but
Finish Line got to deal with Macy's too. There's like Finish Lines in Macy's.
Yep, I have seen that
shit.
before.
Yeah.
There's like a little like wall of, and it'll say like Finish Line on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so it looks like we're getting the Puerto Rico Air Max 97s. What are our thoughts on these? Do you need them? We know G already does, because
I need them.
Boricua.
I need them. I need you guys to wish me luck back.
All right. I can help. I don't want them like that, so I could help you.
I might cash out those, like literally hopped on the top of my list of shoes that I like. Those are the next shoes I'm getting. I'm getting them regardless. I just hope I don't have to pay a lot of money for them.
Did we get rid of the ones yet that you wanted to sell?
No, I haven't even tried, to be honest. So
you want to sell your Puerto Rico ones?
No, she's talking about the Fear Gods.
I was like, did you sell those yet?
No, I haven't even tried selling them. It's one of those things that if I've mentioned to, I have tried. I've mentioned it to people who I know buy shoes, put it out there, but it's not like I'm not.
They need the bag with it, fam. That's what it is. You got to let go of the bag.
Nah, man, the bag is in my. I think it's in my
He
trunk.
already got some shit in there. He said, I ain't giving that shit up.
He's like, nah, man, my picnic blanket's in there. What are you talking about?
Fact. That's a fact. That nigga got his overnight bag in that shit.
My spinning ain't that.
Hey.
Sorry, we were talking about stores. Let's bring up Urban Necessities. Did we see this new shop that has been open? It's in Vegas, right?
It's in Vegas.
Yes, in Vegas, in the Forum Shops. This thing looks like a damn department store.
Let me tell you, man. My man, yo, salute to the dude. What's his name, G?
Caesar. I believe it's Caesar. It's been a while since we talked to him.
Well, salute to that dude, because we remember when he was in his hood ass mall, off the strip in Vegas. Like, we would go there, go see him, because he had the machines and he was like the first person with the machines and people was winning. So when we went to Vegas, we tried to go see him and we was chopping it up. Dog, let me tell y'all, this hood ass mall, dog, I think it maybe had like maybe 10 stores open. Like it was the hoodest, shadiest shit ever. Then he graduated, went over to Planet Hollywood. Then now he's in the Forum Shops, and that shit is huge. Yeah. 2 stories. I think it's people tattooing in there. That shit looks sick.
Yeah, he's definitely killing the game. And it's funny that Lexx said that, because I'll never forget. We went to that mall, and this is like 10 years before the pandemic.
Facts.
Like the stores were legit closed around him, but he was popping. He had lines. There was super many people. There's so many people there. I feel like he like legit conquered the consignment store game. And he was the first with the machines, and he was killing it.
Oh, like the claw machines where you could win shoes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you seen a machine in a store, it was because of him. They saw him doing it, and then they wanted to be like him.
Yeah,
he was the first person to start.
He would have heat. He had so much heat in there that like people can win shoes for $1 or $5, and it blew up to be what he's doing now. And it's just he's basically a friend with the mayor. He's friends with Fat Joe now.
Wow.
All because of this, and it's like he's doing it, man. And I mean, a lot of his shoes in the Forum, he did like this whole thing where he like took a bunch of Fat Joe's shoes.
Yeah, he bought the collection.
Was it the Fat Joe or the mayor?
Nah, he bought the mayor's collection.
Yeah, he bought the mayor's collection, and like a lot of the mayor's shoes are now at his store.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, man, salute to him, because that store is beautiful. Like, if you have not gotten a chance to see it, or if you're in the Vegas area, go check it out if you want to see a bunch of sneakers that you probably can't afford in one place.
That's
congrats to Urban Necessities, man.
Facts.
Congrats
from the ground up.
Literally.
Speaking of like places that like involve sneakers, I was on TikTok recently and I saw the Grails restaurant where you could take a shot out of like a sneaker. It looks like a sneaker almost. It's like a sneaker restaurant. And I was like, I want to go there. And Lexx, you actually have you been there before or no?
No, I haven't been there. I've only seen it. A friend of mine knows the owners, but they actually have made like it's almost like
there's like it's like a sneaker menu that's like it's all like involved. It's very like like inclusive of the game.
They damn near made like a paper mache sneaker and colored it all the colors, and you could take shots out of it. It's like it's really like a sports bar. So you can go there, eat. They show all the games, all the fights. It's in the Wynwood. So like if you're ever downtown Miami, it's definitely a spot to be at.
Check it out, because it's pretty fresh up in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So releases that are coming out. the Space Jams, what, the hair ones? Is that what they're calling them or something like that?
Yeah. The
They're
Air
cool.
Force One.
Air Force Ones. Yeah, I was like, what are they called? How do you guys feel about them?
I mean,
like, are you gonna try to get them?
Probably not.
Nah.
There's something cool to look at.
When I think of the hair shoes, I think of that colorway that they've had. They've had hair ones, they've had hair sevens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think of that color. These are just, they got bugs and Lola on them and the baby blue. I mean, I get what they're trying to do based off the movie, but that ain't the real hairs.
No.
But here's a question: are people gonna go out and get it just because it's a part
Space Jam.
of 2? You know what I mean? Like anything related to a movie, I feel like in a couple of years, like it might be worth some money.
Like with nostalgia to it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You know
I kind of see people like, I'm curious to see if they're gonna sell out very quickly, which they probably will, but I want to see the resale, I guess, on them. Like once they're out, like I'm curious to see like how that will range.
That's all it is. It's all about everything sells out nowadays because people think it's gonna resell.
Right.
And they take L's on it. Like everything sells on the sneakers app just because.
Right. It does. Did you guys cop the fake waffle Sakai's?
I didn't get to.
There's member access for sneakers people right now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'll pass on those.
Yeah,
I kind of want to try them on. I just want to see how they feel, like what the difference is.
You could probably go to the store and try them things on.
Yeah. How are we feeling about the fragment dunks? It's like a plum and black color. I'm really digging that colorway, to be honest. I really love the color purple.
It's a go. It's definitely a go. Got to do it.
Definitely a go. What else we got over here? I did want to bring this up to you guys. How do you feel about the Kyrie Irving situation at the Nets? Like, I was watching the news. Obviously, I feel like people are violent these days, and that goes for everywhere. Like I was reading, you know, how obviously there's been a couple of situations on airplanes right now, and they're even axing alcohol from airplanes because they're noticing it's making people more violent. Obviously, there's been a couple situations since games started back up with basketball. Like this Kyrie situation isn't the first situation that happened. Didn't something happen like last week as well, where someone was throwing something at a player? My whole thing is like people are just showing they ass even more now because they've been in the house. That's what it kind of seems. Or is this just like another thing, like to be more out there about your racism?
Listen, they should be protecting these players,
right?
At the end of the day, because you know it's at the end of the day it's a business, and these are the employees. So you need to, as a company, you need to be protecting your employees, just like if they were in an office building and, you know, somebody were to come in the building. You have security, you have protocols, like you have to protect your players, no matter who, you know, or what's going on. Or is something's going to happen like back in the 90s when Vernon Maxwell went into the stands and knocked out 2 guys, and then they had to fine him. But it's like...
And Ron Artest.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Didn't something happen with KD as well like that? Where he hit somebody and was fined or something like that? I can't remember, but I feel like that happened with KD as well, like a while ago.
I know Russell Westbrook had a bunch
that was last week. I think something happened.
But even last year, where he's walked up to people and like, don't ever disrespect me, and like engage in confrontation with fans. But you know, people just get a lot real comfortable because they think they're untouchable, whether it be on social media or whether it be in a venue. And we're human, you know what I'm saying? You never know that he could be having a bad day and a trigger goes off, and then you play the victim after when you started it. So
right.
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't trying to, you know.
Yeah.
More like, no, motherfucker, you had way too many probably beers, and you gonna just go throw this because you want to, you know, and come up with every excuse under the sun after that. You know, like I said, this pandemic really just showing people's ass. Like that's just what it is. People showing their ass.
Also with people like I don't understand the airport shit. Like people don't understand, like anything on airport grounds is a federal crime. You do not pass go, you do not collect $200, you go straight to jail. And it's not a short time. It ain't no county shit. You're going to a federal prison with murderers, 20 years, lifers. Like, yo, like I don't understand.
Yesterday on my flight back, I flew a Delta flight. They were holding like 2 signs. One sign that said you have to wear your mask properly, like over your nose, you know, that whole thing. Then there was another sign that was a federal sign that you will be fined $35,000 if you aren't wearing your mask, if you are not wearing it properly. Like that's the thing with this. Like, yes, things are getting back to normal, but it's not fully normal if there's certain businesses and airlines and airports that are still making you wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? And people have to just be okay with that. If you don't want to drop all your money that you got from the government, you know, like.
Dog, I was reading somewhere. I read an article that I guess there was a situation where somebody was on a plane and they had an anxiety attack. And
oh no!
Once they close that door,
you can't open it.
No,
they charge you if they do.
Dog, and the person went and tried to open the door. They sent them a bill for $50,000. That was the fine for trying to open this door.
People showing their ass. I mean, I don't know if you saw the situation that happened on Southwest where the woman knocked that other woman's teeth out. But
wild.
But then I saw like some woman come forward to the news pretty much saying that the flight attendant deserved it. Like that she was actually doing some extra shit too. So it's like, yeah, like that the flight attendant was touching her, like poking the woman. And that she kept telling her like, yo, don't touch me. Kept doing it. I would have knocked a bitch out too if I'm telling you not to touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not act like some of these flight attendants don't be kind of rude and aggressive. But also, again, if you fuck with a flight attendant, it's a federal offense. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
So yeah,
be smart about it.
Yes.
Oh man.
Choose wisely.
Anything else? Are you guys like trying to get any of the new colorways of dunks or anything, or you don't care? How y'all feeling about that?
I don't care.
I kind of figured. I just thought I'd ask.
I'm focused on these Puerto Rican 97s.
I mean, I got a second chance at these Alma Manure 3s.
We butcher that name
every time too. God damn it.
We really need to learn how to say this shit. I ain't
getting them.
I'm
on the 10th. So I'm just, hoping and praying this last chance
and of course, we're sneakers app members. We didn't get no damn exclusive access.
That's a fact. And
Of course not.
I mean, I'm sure they gave it to the women, which I'm not mad at. You know what I mean? But
I'm a woman. I don't get that shit. I feel like you only get like one good exclusive access, maybe like every 5 years, and mine was the Hyper Royal ones. Because remember, I got exclusive access on those. Yeah, so it's like, okay, bitch, you good for another 6 years, you know?
Okay, bitch.
Yeah, another 6 years. We'll see you then. But yeah, guys, anything else before we end this episode?
Nah, we can ride on out.
Be safe, make wise decisions, and good luck on your shoe sneak purchases.
It's federal.
It's federal. Don't get crazy on planes, people, or airports. Don't do it. Just don't.
Or periods. Don't get crazy, period. Don't get crazy unless you're ready to get crazy back.
And also, I just have to say this. Please stop getting at the essential workers for making you wear your mask correctly. Like, that's just a part of their job. I'm so tired of people like seeing videos of people like arguing with, why do I have to wear my mask still? And it's like, motherfucker, I don't care if you're vaccinated. Stop taking out on these employees. They're just doing what they're supposed to do.
Oh, wait until the mask mandate goes away and companies still require you to wear a mask wherever they at. Oh, it's going to be some shit. It ain't over. People going to be really acting up.
I know. It's just crazy.
If you gonna act up, just be prepared for somebody to act up with you.
I feel it.
Every action receives the opposite or equal reaction.
I hear you, G. Physics, George. I feel you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me, foul, because I'll test you.
I feel you, homie. Talk your shit.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, we always appreciate you listening. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button wherever you get your podcast, so then you're notified every time we drop a new episode. I know it'd be random and stuff because your girl, it's my fault. I'll take the blame. It's always me. I mean, it truly is, because honestly, like, I know my schedule's crazy. I went on vacation. Like, it just changes all the time. So I will take the blame on that one. But I appreciate the guys. And, I just appreciate you guys listening as well and locking in and following and just keeping up with us. So please make sure you hit the subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Hit the follow for us on the gram. You ain't got these _. We're at YAGT pod on Twitter. And yeah, man, good luck. We pray that the sneaker gods are with you always.
Man.
Nothing but W's in the future. And on that note, we
peace.